I'm Rochelle B. Cueto, VSED, major in English 2, SC24, Padre Burgos, OFW, Lebanon. Objective: identify and explain the differences between oral and written language. Number 2, appreciate the importance of using appropriate language in different contexts, whether speaking or writing. Number 3, demonstrate effective oral and written communication by producing a short announcement, spoken and written announcement on the same topic. My classmate, today I will present my developed authentic assessment. For grade 7, first quarter, the learning competency is EN7WC1A7. Distinguish between oral and written language use. In developing this assessment, I made sure the tasks directly measure the competency instead of asking students to simply define tasks where they demonstrate that they differing through actual output. The title of my performance task is Say It or Write It. Communication challenge. In this task, students are asked to imagine that they student content creator. They will produce two output based on one topic such as anti-bullying environmental awareness or a school event promotion. The first output is a 1 to 2 minutes oral announcement. This allows students to use spoken, requires to use formal structure, correct grammar, complete sentence, and proper organization. Through this task, students are not just explaining the difference between oral and written activity. Written language. They are actively showing it. This makes the assessment authentic because it reflects real-life communication situation. It's valid directly measure ability to distinguish oral versus written language. It's reliable because scoring is based on a structure rubric. It is fair because all students and given that their instruction and criteria. It is balanced because it measures knowledge, communication skills, and performance ability. Lastly, I consider the capabilities of grade 7 student by setting reasonable for limit and words count. The task is challenging, must still appropriate for their level. Video presentation EN7WC1A4. Oral versus written language in a real-life scenario. Asking the teacher for a deadline extension. Oral communication. Student, good morning po ma'am. I just wanted to ask something. Yes, what it is? Ma'am, I'm really sorry po, but I wasn't able to finish my project last night because we had a power interruption at home. I tried to work on it, but my laptop dead po. I see. So, what would you like to request? Ma'am, it is okay po if I submit it tomorrow instead. I will promise finish it tonight. Alright, you may submit it tomorrow, but make sure it is complete. Thank you so much po, ma'am. Written communication. Formal email version. Show the written output on its screen. Request for extension of project submission. Dear Ma'am, good day. I'm writing to respectfully request a 1 day of extension for the submission of my project. Unfortunately, we experienced a power interruption last night, and I was unable to complete my work. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. I assure you that I will submit the complete project tomorrow. Thank you for your understanding. Respectfully, Ginel Rodriguez, student, grade 7. My reflection. In this presentation, I demonstrate the difference between oral and written language. Oral communication is usually spontaneous, less formal, and include gesture, facial expression, and tone of voice. It may also include fillers like in incomplete sentence. On the other hand, written communication is more formal. Organize and use complete sentence with a proper grammar and punctuation. It does not include gesture or tone of voice, so the message must be clear and well structured. Oral language is appropriate for quick face-to-face conversation, while written language is better for. Now, regarding my rubric, the rubric play a very important in ensuring that the assessment is fair and reliable. It contains clear criteria such as clear distinction between oral and written language, content organization, language use, delivery for the oral presentation. The rubric ensures consistently is in its scoring and guide students on what expected from their performance. In terms of highest quality assessment principle,